Good morning. It is July 28th, 2021. This is a response to Nadia's question: what made the impossible possible for you? Basically, for me, it was deciding to change, finally deciding to really change, and taking a hard look at myself, looking at my behavior, just looking at myself in the mirror and not lying to myself anymore, not bullshitting myself anymore, and really just convincing myself that you have to do this and that this is worth the effort, because you've put effort in this trying to lose weight before, but this time around it was just like I had enough, and I wanted to really change, and I knew I had to take a different approach this time, because I've attempted it so many times before and failed. And so I basically paid attention to the patterns in the past of what I tried to do to lose weight, and I didn't do those. Or if I saw they were coming on, the same patterns, I recognized it and didn't, avoided it, because I knew I would fall off. I mean, that's really all this is just I was in denial for so long. I kept telling myself I was okay for so long, and I wasn't okay. And that's the hardest part about this whole thing. I mean, making that decision. And like, I see people that are heavy around me, and I want to like grab onto them and say, hey, snap out of it, you got to change, this is killing you. But they have to do it in their own due time, and some of them might never realize what they got to do or how to change. But all I can do is just be waiting in the wings, especially with like family and friends. I'm like waiting in the wings, like waiting for my number to be called, like, or text me, hey, what did you do? And then I'll be like, okay, here you go. And I unload a lot of stuff on people, but I'm learning not to do that. I'm learning to have them ask me questions and I give them responses. Simplify it. But I mean, I feel like an advocate now for this. Like, I want people to realize that it's not impossible. But so far, I've lost 141 pounds. My first goal, I started at 332. My first goal was to get to 250. But I didn't emphasize all my energy on reaching that goal. Subconsciously, it was there. But if I would have focused all my energy on reaching that 82-pound goal and put all that pressure on myself, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I would have overwhelmed myself, and I would have lost focus on what I was trying to accomplish ultimately, if that makes any sense. So for me, I simplified my goals. For me, of course that was there, but I set a goal to start eating a little better, start doing DDPY 3 days a week, start implementing this stuff in my life, fitting it in my life, and filtering out the bad, adding new. And I'm still doing that 2 years later. I'm still adding and taking away and refining everything, because there's no clear-cut answer for everybody. I mean, there's a calorie deficit, there's rules to follow, don't get me wrong, but everyone needs to find their way on their own. And for me, like, I feel like I found my way on my own, and I take more pride in that, in a way, because I know, I did it. I didn't do it all on my own. I had a lot of resources, but I basically picked information from all around me, and I implemented that. And that's what this is about, like, implementing those things. And back to that goal, like, if I would have focused on losing 140 pounds when I was 332 pounds, holy crap, no way. I might have lasted 3 months. Might have lasted a month. if all I was focusing on was losing 140 pounds. Because like the question, how do you make, how'd you make the impossible possible? 140 pounds when I first started was so impossible in my mind. So how do you make that? How did I do that? I simplified. I simplified the process, and I made the process fit in my life, and it worked, and it's going to continue to work for me. I mean, I see patterns of people, the scale's not reading right, or they're working out consistently every day and they're not losing weight. Well, figure out what fits in your life. If working out every day fits in your life, great. If you could do that for the next 50 years, great. But I'm telling you right now, you don't necessarily have to do that. That's just my personal opinion. Because eating right and fitting it in your life is what it's about. For me particular, I think for everybody, fitting this into your life, changing your life, your lifestyle is going to get you where you want to be. And like for me, I've reached my goal, weight loss goal per se, but that doesn't mean I'm going back to eating the way I did and going back to be sedentary and going back to not doing anything. That doesn't mean that. It means I've met that goal, and I'm just gonna keep living this way. Because at this point, this is my new normal. This is the way I'm gonna live. Like doing the workouts, like I watched a video last week, like doing the workout, like something you dread doing, like, oh, I gotta do my 30-minute workout today, and I'm like, once I get through that, I'm good. Like dreading doing a workout. I don't dread doing these workouts because it's like brushing my teeth now. It's like going to work now. It's part of my life. I don't dread eating what I eat. I love what I eat. It tastes fantastic. But I implemented those things. I found things that tasted good. One thing I could just say to everyone, just implement. Add these components into your life, and the components that are not benefiting you in your life, try to remove those one piece at a time, and you'll get to where you want to be. Am I to where I want to be? No, because I'm setting new goals. And that's another thing I learned in this process, is setting goals. Whereas before, I never set goals. Well, I set a goal, lose 100, like I might have said I'm gonna lose 50 pounds. Well, that's not a realistic goal, to be honest with you. I should have said I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to lose 20 pounds. So, you asked the question, I gave you an answer. Sorry the video's so long, but I just start rambling on. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope someone got something out of this video. So I hope everyone has a great day, and remember to be unstoppable.